My name is Jonathan Dickson, I'm a painter. Intel had an idea that they wanted to bring an emerging artist in and open up a dialogue between them, see what work we could do, which was brilliant because it made me feel that there was a kind of an understanding that we could work together on it. After discussing the whole idea with Intel, we settled on the idea of a portrait of Gordon Moore as the co-founder of Intel, and then 4 paintings depicting elemental ingredients in the production of microprocessors. So there's water, oxygen, and silicon, and the last painting alludes to our closest possible habitable planet should Earth become uninhabitable. So it's kind of alluding to this, where we're going next with technology and where we're going to end up. And I love that idea that you can just go off not in knowing exactly where you're going, but knowing that you're going to some sort of a destination. With Gordon Moore, the detail and the level that he went into when he was, developing microprocessors and all of this, he had to go into that level of detail, and that shows in his work. I wanted to do that with this piece as well. I wanted the painting to exist in 2 states at once, so influenced by quantum computing and the qubit. The painting is an abstract painting when you view it very close up, so it's broken up into squares and brush strokes are very visible, so when you pull back from it, it turns into a very realistic figurative painting, and that kind of echoes the whole thought process behind quantum computing. A qubit can be a 1 and a 0 or a 1 at the same time. There's 9 individual panels in this painting, and then there's 4 individual paintings together, which makes up 13, and when the whole piece is assembled together, it makes up 14 rectangles, and 14 being the atomic number of silicon. So at every level of the process I was engaged with trying to get my head inside what it was like, what it's like to be working with computers and what Intel do and what they're about. I started on the top left of the painting and took a strip of squares and painted them, and then moved across to the next one and painted and moved across, exactly the same way as an inkjet printer behaves. I wanted to try and get as immersed as possible in the whole process of how a lot of the images that we see now are created, because our world is digital for all intents and purposes, and I wanted to make oil paintings still be a relevant part of that world as well.